How's it going, guys? My name's Ted Sutton, and you're listening to Direct Answers from Corporate Direct. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between a Nevada LLC and a Wyoming LLC. Now, we here at Corporate Direct, we set up a lot of LLCs for people, as you can imagine. But Nevada and Wyoming are the two states that we form the most LLCs with. So, because of that, I figured it would be good to do a video on the differences between the two. Now, what's nice about both Nevada and Wyoming is that their LLCs offer what we call charging order protection. So, what exactly is the charging order? This is where if you own an interest in an LLC, if you're an LLC member, and let's say you get into a car wreck, the car wreck victim sues you and you lose in court. The judge would ask you, what assets do you own? And you would say, well, I own an interest in an LLC. So because you lost the lawsuit, the judge would place the charging order on your LLC. And the charging order is what we call a lien on distributions. So if any distributions are paid out of that LLC to you, they would instead go to the car wreck victim. But if no distributions are made, the car wreck victim doesn't get anything. This is why the charging order is so advantageous, because it protects your business, and if no distributions are made, that car wreck victim wouldn't get anything. So, Nevada and Wyoming both offer the charging order protection, which is why we set up a lot of entities there. Both of them have it. One of the big differences between Nevada and Wyoming is that in Nevada, your name is listed on the Secretary of State's website, but in Wyoming, it's not. So, if you care about anonymity, if you don't want your name on a government website, we recommend setting it up in Wyoming. Now we'll talk about the formation fees of setting up a Nevada LLC and a Wyoming LLC. In Wyoming, it only costs $102 to set up, but in Nevada, it costs $425 to set up. So Wyoming takes the cake here. As for the annual filing fees, in Wyoming, you only pay $62, but in Nevada, you have to pay $350. So advantage Wyoming there. Now, the one downside of setting up in Wyoming is that they have a license tax on any assets held in the state. So, this license tax is very small, but it adds up the more assets you hold in your LLC. As it stands right now, if you hold more than $1.8 million in assets, we recommend that you set up a Nevada LLC instead of a Wyoming LLC. Because if you hold $1.8 million in assets, you're paying more than $350 a year to the Wyoming Secretary of State. And in that situation, if you were to set up an LLC in Nevada, you'd be paying less every year to the Secretary of State. And when would we recommend setting up a Wyoming LLC? Well, first of all, if you hold less than $1.8 million in assets, we would recommend setting up a Wyoming LLC. And this is what we do for a lot of real estate holding companies. Because the holding companies don't hold any assets, you're clearly below that $1.8 million mark, and your name's not listed on the Secretary of State's website. In that situation, we would recommend setting up a Wyoming LLC. And another reason to set up a Wyoming LLC is, like I've mentioned before, for the anonymity. If you don't want your name listed on the Secretary of State's website, we recommend setting up a Wyoming LLC. And let's say you held more than $1.8 million in assets and you didn't want your name listed on the Secretary of State's website. In that situation, we would recommend setting up a Wyoming LLC for that. So, those are the differences between a Nevada LLC and a Wyoming LLC and when you should form each. I'll see you next time. You're still here. Well, before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and if you have any general and appropriate questions about anything, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you want a free 15-minute consultation from Corporate Direct, make sure to click the link in the description below for that. Now, since I'm an attorney, I have to say this. Watching this video is not legal advice, and no attorney-client relationship has been formed by you engaging in my content. I'll see you next time.